If Shonen Jump wants to revisit its glory days, it really needs to rethink its lineup. It's been an interesting few years for Shonen Jump. After dominating the manga industry for over a decade, many of its most popular and groundbreaking titles, such as Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, and Black Clover, have either concluded their serialization, transitioned to sister publications, or have entered indefinite hiatus. However, if the powers behind the weekly manga anthology magazine, one of the world's premier sources of manga content, were concerned about the loss of readership and revenue resulting from the departure of those titles, it's not apparent from the manga that has been slotted into Shonen Jump's coveted lineup. In fact, more than a few readers have noted that the replacements failed to inspire much interest. Shueisha's Shonen Jump wasn't always the leader in manga. When it launched its first issue in 1968, rivals like Kodansha's Shonen Magazine and Shogakukan's Shonen Sunday had already dominated the industry for nearly a decade, firmly establishing themselves as the defining voices of manga. As the newcomer struggled to gain traction, Shueisha's top management made a series of bold, forward-thinking decisions. The first and most pivotal was tapping into reader feedback to guide its editorial strategy, a move that would later help the magazine achieve widespread shonen manga success. As discussed in Frederick L. Schott's book Manga, The World of Japanese Comics from the very beginning, Shonen Jump's editors sought to distinguish their publication from older, more established competitors. One of the key strategies they employed was the Ankido system, a reader survey mechanism that continuously gauged public opinion to determine which manga series would remain in the magazine's lineup, and which would either be canceled or moved to less prestigious publications. While often seen as harsh toward creators and frequently criticized as one of Shonen Jump's more controversial practices, the system has proven effective. Within a decade, Shonen Jump had gained significant market share with enduring titles such as Kacha Kamiri, Tokyo Beat Cops, and Ring ni Kakuro. The Ankido system is widely credited with helping Shonen Jump discover and cultivate legendary hits like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, among many others. This approach has contributed to Shonen Jump's rise as the dominant force in manga today, a position that is only wavering just now. Whatever benefits the Ankido system provided in the past, it is faltering in the present. Aside from a few titles, the rest of the current Shonen Jump manga lineup does not seem to be capturing the hearts and minds of its readership, and the discontent is not hard to find. As posted on their X account, Shonen Jump fan at Summersferender perfectly captures the mood of the manga anthology's fandom, stating, "The lineup is in a bad place right now. I think it's time to cull the deadweight." Considering the history and tradition of shonen manga, along with Shonen Jump's influential role in shaping it, at Summersferender's take likely resonates with many fans. Traditionally, shonen manga has catered to male teenagers and young adults, with stories overwhelmingly centered around action, adventure, sports, and all forms of combat. While other genres, such as comedy, romance, and slice-of-life narratives like Ruri Dragon, certainly have a place in shonen, they have historically been the exception rather than the norm. Some of the recently concluded Shonen Jump series, such as Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, and Demon Slayer, exemplify the classic hallmarks of shonen storytelling. However, the titles Shonen Jump has recently added to its lineup don't seem to follow the typical elements of shonen manga. Take, for instance, Shiba Inu Rooms, which centers on a new apartment owner trying to deal with a dog left behind, one that happens to be possessed by a ghost. Then there's Star of Beethoven, which tells the story of a struggling music student who is visited by a reincarnated Beethoven and receives tutoring on how to become a better musician. Or One Punch Man creator One's Bug Ego, which follows two students as they explore life hacks that, when executed precisely, can make life more convenient, but if done incorrectly, can lead to serious trouble. While these stories all have intriguing plots that could develop into something special, it doesn't seem like there will be much eye-popping action from their pages. That does not bode well for success in a brand that for decades has been known for publishing high-energy, plot-driven series, often featuring dynamic fight scenes, clear-cut goals, and rivalries with high stakes.